Yo, what up, kids? A lot of you know that I'm someone who 21 years ago attempted suicide by putting a gun to my head. It caused a traumatic brain injury and total vision loss for the rest of my life. That's why I'm someone who's in trauma recovery. It's been 21 years, everyone, but trauma isn't something that just goes away. It's something I'm going to carry with me for the rest of my life. I've brought my awareness to it. I've learned how to accept it and find ways to manage and deal with my trauma. Everyone, there's certain days when I'll just be hysterical and falling apart. I realize it's my post traumatic stress disorder. I'll be going through the 5 stages and cycles, and I can recognize those emotions. You have the denial stage where you don't want to believe your trauma is real. You have the anger stage when you're angry at your reality. You have the bargaining stage where you want to think about what you could or should be doing different. You have the depression stage where you feel helpless. Then you'll get to an acceptance stage where your trauma didn't just go away, but you've come to grips with it and you're learning to manage it and deal with that mental and emotional reaction. So, everyone, I start to realize when I'm having post traumatic stress, I'm like, I saw that thing on Facebook. I know that was your trigger. You're having post traumatic stress, Mark. You got to schedule some therapy. You got to work through this. I find though when I'm having my PTSD, I'm thinking about very random things that don't seem very relevant to my trauma. My trauma was me trying to blow my head off and putting a gun to my head. I have a brain injury and vision loss. That's an obvious trauma right in front of me. The more I dig deep into it, though, everyone, I got to realize my real trauma is in my childhood and my young adulthood. I have abandonment and rejection issues. I have betrayal issues that are just deeply rooted in me, and that's the source of my trauma. That's again why I tried to kill myself. That's why I'm thinking about these people. These are things that drove me to my suicide. That's where my real issues are, is betrayal. So that's why everyone out, I try not to just ignore it and be like, stop thinking about these people and these things. I got to really, really admit it. Like, this is your problem. You got to think about this, because the more I try to avoid it, the more I'm like, yeah, it's not a thing. Think about your brain injury. The more it's going to come up in other places that I don't want it to, the more I'm going to get stuck in those cycles, the more it's just going to be a problem and a constant trauma. So, everyone, I really got to accept what my real trauma is. I've learned to be able to talk about it when I can. I'm in a good place to. And everyone, I've been able to admit and accept my trauma. I want you to know you can do the same thing, everybody. Don't just think about it on the surface. Really be willing to dig up some things and be willing to help yourself so you can find yourself in a better place of acceptance and managing your PTSD, everyone. If I can do it, everyone, I want you to know you can do it. Everybody, keep it sexy. Make good choices. I'll catch you on that flip side.